I will be waiting for you.
Why would you be waiting for me? Why would you be waiting for me?
Johnny Depp had his fair share of embarrassing and downright awkward moments while portraying the swashbuckling pirate. From unfortunate age gaps to line flubs to trouble with executives, Depp's adventures in the franchise and beyond are nothing short of interesting.
Bad luck dogs you day and night. Now that is a blatant fabrication.
Number 1. It doesn't sound so bad, but a pretty significant age gap made the fact that Johnny Depp had to kiss Keira Knightley in Pirates of the Caribbean very uncomfortable for the actor. Depp, who was 42 at the time, was exactly double the age of 21-year-old Knightley. Intimacy on set can be a bit awkward as it is, especially in the time before intimacy coaches became the norm on sets. But everything around this particular situation was off-putting for Depp. He explained, any kind of scene like that, whenever you're doing that sort of thing, it's always unbelievably awkward. Especially having met Keira when she was 17 years old. Yeah, it's a bit tough to look past that history. Luckily, the whole situation wasn't too bad for Knightley at all, who felt totally comfortable and rolled with the flow. Even Depp was surprised by how much ease the actress showed, saying, she was a good sport and we just kind of did what we had to do. That's the gig. Number 2. One excellent improv scene coming right up. Anyone remember this scene from Dead Man's Chest? The one when Jack Sparrow gets extra feisty calling Jones
"Oi, fish face!"
And then of course there's all the havoc afterwards, poking fun at the jar of dirt and singing through it all.
I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it?
Depp just went full tilt in terms of character with this one, making embarrassingly wacky choices that somehow just turned out right. Number 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Depp had a secret weapon in his ear. Before hitting the set in costume, hair, makeup, all the details, Depp included one other step, inserting his earpiece. In the later films in Pirates of the Caribbean, Depp made regular use of a sound engineer whose gig it was to essentially feed the lines to Johnny through an earpiece. Unable to keep up with his dialogue anymore and not wanting to appear like he was missing a single beat, Depp had to resort to this method, which is pretty surprising considering what a pro he is. Number 4. You can't take the Jack Sparrow out of Johnny Depp, and you can't take the Depp out of the Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow, if you please, sir.
But at one point, the behavior of both was not flying so well with the producers. Filming his very first turn as Jack Sparrow, Depp got a call from a Disney exec who essentially asked what was wrong with him, questioning why he'd been performing the pirates so chaotically. In the end of it, Depp adjusted his performance just a bit, but it was quite embarrassing for the actor to be pulled aside and spoken to about his performance, especially with such higher-ups being so concerned and disappointed. Number 5. Who put that there? When you're trapped on this set, you really are stuck. It's hard to have any kind of dignity when you've been scooped up and are at the mercy of a bag, and the set coordinators who are in control of it. Depp may have been the leading man in the film and a major player, but in this scene, he was just a guy stuck, trapped in a bag. We can't imagine this was one of his fun scenes. Number 6. Dangerous and awkward all at the same time. When one has a sword in hand and it's coming close to another's face, you've gotta be worried. With all that pressure and tension, Johnny Depp cracked.
I'm touched at this most sincerest form.
And then he did it again.
I'm touched at this most.
And then again. You get the picture. At least the actor was honest and owned up to his endless flubs.
I think this take's going very well, don't you?
It was going well for the blooper reel, that's for sure. Number 7. Aim is key on film sets, and so is follow-through. It seems like Johnny Depp really suffered with both, as he awkwardly fumbled his cups oh so shamelessly. The fact is, Depp could hardly even laugh it off because of how embarrassingly bad an attempt of a throw it was. There were some rough days on the sea, there's no denying that. The pirate struggle is real. Number 8. Names can be hard to get straight. To be fair, the names of the ship's characters and places in the series are pretty elaborate and definitely not what we're used to. But Depp had a particularly hard time remembering some of them. He'd be on a roll, ready to go, in character and fabulous, and then this would happen.
What's the bloody thing called?
Flying what? Dutchman.
A pirate's life is a wild life. Number 9. The party don't stop on the sea. Hey, if you're gonna work like a sailor, then you best party like a pirate. But in this scene, well, whatever it seems to be might have been a bit too strong for Johnny.
What's in there?
While there weren't any illicit substances in those glasses, Johnny was struggling to make it work and keep his cool. Maybe we could chalk it up to seasickness? Number 10. Quiet on set? There's a reason they say that before the cameras start rolling.
Are you certain?
Honestly, any little thing in a set can disturb an actor's concentration and totally ruin the moment, and in this case, well, Depp wasn't about to pass up the chance to take advantage of the opportunity to crack a good joke. Number 11. Speaking can be harder than you think. Depp was slipping up continuously throughout every single film. His charm got him through, but there was definitely a point when the clock started ticking and there was a crunch to film everything on time. He was all in terms of character, but sometimes you just lose those words.
I'll get it this time, I promise.
And he would get it, eventually. Number 12. It's a look. Okay, so this happened after filming, but it wouldn't have happened had it not been for the Jack Sparrow. The pirate has gold-capped teeth, because of course he would. But once they wrapped up shooting, Depp still wore them. Not just by accident either. The actor wore them after the first and second movie. A strange choice for sure. His reasons when asked why he continued to show off the gold teeth? Well, the actor claimed it was just in case reshoots were ever needed. Number 13. Once a swordsman, always a swordsman. Especially when you suddenly don't seem to know how to use a sword anymore. This was the unfortunate reality for Johnny Depp and Mordecai.
Oh. I see that you have been schooled in the fine art of fencing.
The actor's sword fighting skills shown were pretty embarrassing for everyone, but for the Captain Jack Sparrow that Hollywood grew to know and love, it was pretty humiliating. Number 14. Let's take a trip to Wonderland. Filming Alice in Wonderland saw Anne Hathaway working with a very admired colleague, the one and only Johnny Depp. She was nervous to work with him, and the situation became entirely worse because when the two of them were filming, Hathaway started to stare a little too intently at Depp, causing him to notice, and then sitting in awkward silence wound up being that much worse when there was nothing else to look at but green screens and each other. Number 15. Depp doesn't love to talk about this one. This was the project that made him known, but it's not work that the actor ever really wants to talk about. He described it as being in a prison creatively. He literally hated doing the job so much that he started trying to get himself fired by acting out and trashing his trailer. But his complete disdain for that part of his career didn't stop him from making a little cameo in the 21 Jump Street film with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. His career has had a whole lot of ups and downs, but at the end of the day, he's still brought us some spectacular performance and a whole lot of laughs. Which embarrassing scene was your favorite?